Picture this. I'm standing on my own land, sweat dripping down my back, hands raw from 3 straight weekends of hammering cedar planks into place. The air smells like fresh cut wood and creek water. Birds are chirping like they're rooting for me. My kids, Emma and Tyler, are going to have the safest, coolest path to their dream tree fort across the creek. I built this bridge with my own hands, my own money, my own blood and blisters. 12 feet long, 3 feet wide, railings strong enough to hold a truck, non-slip treads, concrete footings. Perfect. Then screech, tires on gravel. A black Mercedes worth more than my neighbor's entire house rolls up like it owns the planet. Out steps Bethany Cromwell. HOA president, yoga pants tyrant, clipboard warrior, designer sunglasses, $200 Lululemon leggings, manicured nails tapping her violation notice like a death sentence, $350 fine. For what? Improving my own property. She smirks. Unauthorized structure, visible from neighboring properties, affects community aesthetics. I'm no criminal. I'm Jake Morrison, 45, divorced dad, blue-collar electrician. I fix power grids for a living. I don't start wars. But this is war. The car door slams like a judge's gavel. Bethany just declared it, and I made her regret it in ways she'll never forget. Let me take you back 6 months. My name's Jake Morrison. 15 years of marriage, gone. Poof. Corporate lawyer ex-wife, Sarah, decided emotional neglect was ground for divorce because I worked weekends to pay for her Pilates classes. Left me with joint custody, a broken heart, and a burning need to build something real again. So I bought a fixer-upper in Willowbrook Estates. 2 acres, mostly woods. A creek running right through the backyard like liquid freedom. You could hear it bubbling over rocks from the porch. Smell the wet earth after rain. The house needed work, but that land, that was mine. Emma, 12, and Tyler, 9, came for their first weekend visit. Within 10 minutes, they claimed the giant oak across the creek. Dad, we need a tree fort. Tyler yelled, eyes wide. Epic fortress, Emma corrected, already sketching plans on her phone. Only problem, getting there meant hopping slippery rocks or wading through knee-deep water after rain. As an electrician, I've seen what happens when people cut corners on safety. Kids slip, heads crack. No way was that happening to my kids. So I built a bridge. 3 weekends. $800 in cedar, bolts, concrete. I measured every cut, cranked every bolt, stained the wood with Emma's help. First time she put her phone down in months. Tyler tested the railings by hanging off them like a monkey. Coolest bridge in the universe, he declared. It wasn't just a bridge. It was therapy. Proof I could still build something that lasted. Then Bethany Cromwell showed up. Let me paint you a picture of this woman. 52 years old. Married to Dr. Richard Cromwell. Owns half the dental clinics in the county. Lives in the neighborhood's crown jewel. Circular driveway. Lawn mowed twice a week by professionals. Black Mercedes SUV with HOA Press vanity plates. Cruises the streets at exactly 25 miles per hour like she's the queen doing inspections. Neighbors whisper she keeps a ruler in her car to measure grass height. She once called an emergency HOA meeting because someone's mailbox was 2 inches too tall. Her specialty? Maintaining community standards. Translation: making life hell for anyone who doesn't fit her country club fantasy. She targets single moms, elderly folks on fixed incomes, divorced tradesmen who drive F-150s instead of Teslas. Never says it's discrimination. Too smart. Just finds creative ways to find, threaten, and intimidate until you sell and leave. My diesel truck probably offended her before I even moved in. Dr. Cromwell, invisible, washes his BMW in the driveway. But the second Bethany starts her rounds, he vanishes like free coffee at a job site. That crisp October morning, I'm sipping coffee on the porch. Kids are safely crossing the bridge to their tree fort. Autumn air smells like with smoke and wet leaves. Life feels good. Then I hear it. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Expensive tires on my gravel driveway. Bethany steps out. Mint green yoga pants. Clipboard clutched like a sword. Fake smile, mouth moves, eyes stay dead. Good morning, Mr. Morrison, she says, pronouncing my name like it's contagious. Enjoying our lovely community? Our community. Like I'm a guest. Morning. I say. Short. Sweet. Electricians learn early. Silence beats arguing with crazy. She flips papers with drama. I'm afraid there's a compliance issue with your recent construction. She gestures at my bridge like it's a biohazard. This structure was erected without architectural approval from the HOA board. My blood pressure climbs. It's on my property. I check the deed. That may be, she drips, but aesthetic modifications visible from neighboring properties require written permission to protect property values. I smell her perfume, sharp, chemical, expensive, like warning fumes. She hands me an envelope. Notice of violation. $350 initial fine. $50 per day until remediation. Remediation meaning removal and submission of proper applications, which require unanimous board vote. I taste metal. She want me to tear down a safety feature I built for my kids. On my land. I'd like to see the specific regulation. I say. Her smile cracks for half a second. Available through proper channels. Submit a formal request. That's when Mrs. Patterson walks by with her ancient beagle, Buster. She slows down, pretends to let Buster sniff my mailbox, but she's listening. Excuse me, she calls, voice sweet as pie. I couldn't help but admire your bridge, Jake. My grandchildren would love one. Bethany's head snaps like a hawk. Eleanor, I'm conducting official business. Oh, I know, dear. Just recognizing quality craftsmanship. My late husband, Harold, built bridges for the county. He'd approve of those professional railings and concrete footings. Mrs. Patterson winks at me. Bethany's clipboard trembles. Eleanor, she hisses, I'm sure you understand aesthetic standards. Absolutely. That's why I've always wondered about your gazebo. Don't recall board approval for that. But memory fades. Temperature drops. Bethany's face flushes. That was different, she stammers. I'm sure, dear. Mrs. Patterson smiles. Come, Buster. As she walks away, I realize she's been watching, documenting, waiting. My bridge just became her weapon. Bethany shoves a fine at me. 7 days to begin remediation, or legal action. She click-clacks back to her Mercedes. But her swagger? Wobbly now. I stand there, holding the paper, breathing creek air and cut grass. This isn't about the bridge. This is about control. And she just picked the wrong electrician to mess with. Monday morning. I'm in my workshop, sharpening a circular saw blade. The screech of metal on wheel matches my mood. Then, rumble. A white truck. City building department. A guy in a hard hat steps out. Clipboard. Always a clipboard. Ray Kowalski. County inspector. 15 years on the job. Fair. Thorough. Doesn't suffer fools. Morning. I call wiping sawdust. Help you? Got a complaint. Unsafe structure. He nods at the bridge. Mind if I look? Go ahead. Build her solid. He inspects. Tests railings. Checks footings. Nods. That's when a Mercedes purrs up again. Bethany emerges. Mint green yoga pants. Same clipboard energy. Inspector, thank you for responding to my public safety report. Ray straightens. I catch it. The look of a man who's dealt with her before. Ma'am, this bridge is built better than most decks in the county. Bethany's mouth opens. Closes. Like a fish. But permits? Engineering approval? Ray chuckles. Not for a private bridge under 10 feet. Falls under homeowner rights. He runs a hand along the railing. Galvanized hardware. Erosion control. Whoever built this knows construction. Bethany's heels sink into the grass. Inspector, I've had daily complaints. Funny, Ray says, flipping his notepad. You called my office 14 times this week. The air tastes like vindication. I was ensuring protocols. Protocols followed. Bridge is safe, legal, impressive. He turns to me. You do this professionally? Electrician, but I've been on site since 16. Shows. What concrete mix? We talk ratios. Drainage. Bethany stands there, excluded. Then Ray drops the bomb. HOA rules don't supersede county code or property rights. This man built on his land. End of story. Bethany goes nuclear. I'll file a complaint with your supervisor. Try Tom Rodriguez. Tuesdays and Thursdays. He hands me his card. Beautiful work, Jake. As the city truck leaves, Bethany and I stare across the lawn like gunfighters. Only one of us just got disarmed. And it ain't me. Tuesday evening. I'm helping Tyler with math homework. Fractions, the bane of every 9-year-old. When my phone starts blowing up, notifications like fireworks. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, even my work email. My ex-wife Sarah calls. We only talk custody now, so her voice makes my stomach drop. Jake, what the hell is this social media storm? Some woman posted pictures of your bridge like you built a bomb shelter. I pull up Facebook. There it is. Willowbrook Community Standards. A group created yesterday by Bethany Cromwell. Cover photo. My bridge zoomed in with red arrows and text screaming, unauthorized construction destroying our neighborhood. Share to protect property values. The smell of Tyler's spilled chocolate milk hits me as I scroll. Post after post. Essays on dangerous precedents and declining standards. Bethany's tagged every homeowner. Her country club cronies pile on. Absolutely unacceptable. Patricia Thornfield never met her. This eyesore will tank values. Margaret Sycamore, mystery resident. But here's the thing about social media. It's a double-edged sword. And Bethany just handed me the sharp end. Comments turn into a battlefield. Tom Rodriguez, down the street. Are you kidding? That bridge is safer than most sidewalks. My kids love it. Mrs. Patterson. Beautiful craftsmanship. Reminds me of my husband's county bridges. Professional railings. Proper footings. Mike Riley, local contractor. 20 years building homes. This has superior joinery. Complainers don't know quality. Then Sarah, my ex-wife, drops a nuke. Jake built this for our children's safety. It's gorgeous and functional. Focus on real problems, not drama. During divorce, I learned, document everything. Digital trails are evidence. Screenshots are court admissible. Bethany just created a permanent record of harassment. Wednesday morning. I'm loading electrical supplies into my F-150 when a Mercedes purrs up. Again, Bethany steps out with backup. A thin, nervous guy in a suit. Tie knotted like a noose. Mr. Morrison, she announces, meet my brother-in-law, David Cromwell, attorney at law. David looks like he'd rather be anywhere else. Reading from notes with zero conviction. Continued violations may result in legal action. Property liens. I've dealt with lawyers. Spot the weak ones fast. What statute are you citing? David shuffles papers. The HOA covenant clearly. Have you verified this HOA's current legal standing with the state? His face drains. Ethics 101. Confirm your client authority. Well, we assumed. I cut in. Assumptions don't hold in court. Bethany's Botox cracks. David, I instructed you to. Bethany, we need to discuss privately. They retreat to the Mercedes. Windows up, but her voice pierces like a drill. While they argue, I make the call that changes everything. State Business Registration Office. Second ring. Verifying Willowbrook Estates HOA corporate status. 3 minutes. Free. Clerk. Lapsed 18 months ago. Unpaid annual fees. 18 months. Every fine. Every threat. Legally meaningless. Bethany's been operating a ghost organization. I call back. Request financial filings. Another bombshell. No annual reports for 2 years. Operating as a financial phantom. The October air tastes like corruption. Mrs. Patterson texts, stop by, documents you'll love. 3 hours later. Her living room smells like snickerdoodles and justice. She slides a manila folder across the table, like a prosecutor. Documented Bethany's activities for 2 years. Harold always said, keep records when something stinks. Contents make my hands shake. Violation notices canceled checks handwritten, ledgers board minutes, proving no votes on fines. Pattern. Single moms, elderly, minorities, divorced dads. $12,000 extorted. Sarah Mitchell. $400, trampoline visible. Robert Riley. $200, wrong mulch. Young Hispanic family. $600, work van and driveway. Most people don't know. HOA records are public. Free online. Why no one fought? I ask. Bully psychology, she says. Pay fast. Avoid drama. Hope she moves on. Another folder, bank statements. Every fine, Bethany's personal checking account. Not HOA fund. Protection racket. Designer intimidation. This is embezzlement. I say, her smile. Pure teacher satisfaction. What will you do with it? This isn't my bridge anymore. This is community defense. Thursday morning. Coffee tastes like determination. I create a group text. Emergency meeting. Tonight, 7 p.m. My place. Bring HOA paperwork. Mind-blowing discovery. By evening, my living room is a war room. Sarah Mitchell arrives first. ER nurse. Single mom. Scrubs smell like hospital disinfectant. Kept everything, she says, spreading notices. Felt wrong. Tom and Maria Rodriguez. Boxes of garage anger. Tom got fined $800 for native wildflowers. Mrs. Patterson. Briefcase of doom. I lay it out. Lapsed status fraudulent accounts $12. 000 stolen. Faces. Shock, rage, fury. Every fine was theft, Maria whispers. Felony. I confirm. Sarah calculates. Nearly $1,000 for me. Same month I chose between groceries and asthma meds. Tom. $2,000 plus replanning costs. Consumer protection laws. Felony penalties. Victim compensation. Punitive damages. Keep multiple victims. Coordinated complaints. Mrs. Patterson. 14 households. Pattern of discrimination. We assign roles. Sarah. Single moms Tom/Maria. Hispanic families Mrs. P. Elderly me. Legal case plus law enforcement. I open Attorney General website. Fraud division. Free online filing. Bank records. False claims. Organized fraud. We have everything, Mrs. P says. Plus, photos of Bethany's unapproved gazebo. Her financials, Harold County connections. Coffee cold. Solidarity warm. Timeline. Tomorrow, AGBBB, police fraud Saturday. Registered letters to all Sunday. Neighborhood vote out nuclear. Channel 7 investigative reporter. Tom raises mug Monday. I smile. Bethany wakes up to reality. Outside, wind rattles windows like applause. Friday, Boss Dave calls. Brooklyn accent thick. Bizarre call. Woman says you build death traps. Suggested I fire you for liability. Bethany's hitting my job. Dave. Told her to stuff it. Your work's gold. Escalation 1. Saturday. Workshop. Sharpening router bits. Emma calls, sobbing. Daddy. Scary lady at school. Told Mrs. Rodriguez you're dangerous because you build without permission. Parental fury. Metallic taste. I raced to Riverside Elementary. Principal Martinez. Politically motivated. Same woman hit 3 schools. Pattern. Documented. Sunday. Pancakes. Phone rings. Detective Sarah Williams, CPS. Report of unsafe conditions. Home inspection Tuesday. Through window. Bethany's Mercedes parked across street. Stalking. She's targeting. Employer school surpass. Using my divorce as ammo. But overloaded circuit burns a house. Bethany just threatened my kids. Monday. Bethany's group text. Emergency HOA meeting. Rogue homeowner threatening safety. Property values at stake. I screenshot. Desperation. 6:30 p.m. Community center. Smells like burnt coffee and floor wax. I slipping back. Bethany. Navy blazer. Hair perfect. David front row. Funeral vibes. She projects my bridge. Photoshopped with fake danger signs. Room snickers. Unchecked selfishness, she rants. Tom, safer than sidewalks. Mrs. P, your engineering credentials? Bethany, not about credentials. Sarah Mitchell, my kids love it. Remove safety. Bethany, personal relationship with Morrison. Slander bomb. I stand. State AG open investigation. Case hashtag 2024. HOA 1847. Embezzlement. Fraud. Expired authority. Room silent. $12,000 stolen. Personal accounts. Discrimination pattern. Bethany. Vindictive retaliation. Mrs. P. Stealing isn't community service. Chaos. Chair scrape. Empire crumbles. David on phone, malpractice panic. Tomorrow's showdown will be legendary. Revenge isn't getting even. It's letting tyrants self-destruct. Tuesday evening. Willowbrook Community Center parking lot. Black Friday chaos. Cars everywhere. News van from Channel 7. Reporter Jessica Riley adjusting mic. I arrive early. Button-down shirt. Briefcase of evidence. Autumn air. Anticipation plus fire pit smoke. Inside, courtroom vibes. Bethany at front table. Flanked by David, nervous paper shuffling. Her eyes, sleepless panic. Googled, HOA embezzlement prison, all night. 47 households. Standing room only. Sheriff's Deputy Martinez in back. Crowd control plus papers. Channel 7 camera. Side aisle. This is lead story. Suburban HOA president accused of stealing thousands. 7 p.m. Bethany bangs gavel. Cracking voice. Welcome to annual meeting. Address governance concerns. I stand. Motion under Robert's rules. Address elephant first. Bethany. Follow agenda. Mrs. P. Assumes legitimate HOA. Tom. Second motion. Where's our money? Democratic chaos. Gavel useless. I walk front. Open briefcase. What I'm about to share changes everything. Start with state call. Lapsed 18 months. Faces. Disbelief fury. Every fine since March 2023. Illegal. Bethany. Technicalities don't. I display bank statements. $12,000 to personal account. Mrs. P's docs. Notices versus minutes. No votes. Target list. Single parents, elderly, minorities. Sarah Mitchell stands. $1,000 stolen. Same month. Groceries or asthma meds. Robert Riley. Life savings on mulch. Rodriguez. $2,000 for wildflowers. Jessica Riley. Mrs. Cromwell, Channel 7. Respond to embezzlement. Bethany. These allegations. AG. Criminal charges considered. Return funds. Deputy Martinez approaches. Documents for signature. Room. Justice sent plus tyranny death. Game over. 6 months later. I'm on the bridge. Emma and Tyler teaching kids. Safe crossing. Railing smooth from hands. Someone carved. Freedom Bridge. Tyler's work. Aftermath. Bethany resigned 24 hours. Court supervised repayment. $12,000. David. Malpractice settlement. Channel 7 series. Viral. Spark countywide audits. New elections. Mrs. P. President. Term limits. Transparency. Tom. Treasurer. Digital banking. Public reports. Sarah. Safety coordinator. Stolen funds. Willowbrook Improvement Fund. $1,000 trade/college Scholarship Creek Conservation Bridge Festival. 200 plus attendees. Booths. Contests. Food trucks. Smell. With smoke plus tamales plus laughter. Property values up. Proximity to Freedom Bridge and listings. Emma/Tyler. Proud. Bond stronger. I consult 12 neighborhoods. Teach. Document. No rights. State lawmakers. New HOA oversight bills. Willowbrook model. Bethany. Move to condo association. Rule follower now. Dr. Cromwell. Smiling on jogs. Lesson. Best for neighbors isn't minding business. It's standing up. Bridge started for kids. Became symbol. Regular people beat tyrants with fine print. Your HOA horror? Comment below. Subscribe for more justice. Next, neighbor tried stealing parking spot. Electricians read fine print. Like, share, bell, justice served.